Alright, I'm going to be talking about the Remington AirMaster 77 air rifle. Right now you might notice one difference between the one in the last video and the one I'm holding right now. It's that I don't have the scope on it right now. It's not adjusted, so I won't be using that. I'll just be using the iron sights. The scope works perfectly though. It operates as a scope normally should. I'll show you right here. Here we have a very shaky view of the scope. This is a 5x20 scope. Fairly decent for being free inside the kit, as you can see. It's looking all the way down those two stacked bottles. But I find that if it's not adjusted at all, then you're not going to get very accurate results, and you're just going to be pretty much shooting blindly and hoping to hit your targets. Now we'll start shooting off some pellets. I'll show you the whole pumping process. Take this part, pull it outwards, pull it back in, and you'll start to feel that it's going to get gradually harder each time. This is definitely not a gun probably you'd want to give one of your kids or anything, mainly because it's just, they'll have trouble pumping this gun. It gets very difficult after probably 5 pumps, at which point you probably don't even want to go to 10. You just want to stop right there and start shooting. As you can see, that one was pretty tough, and we're not even at 10. We'll take another shot at targets again. As mentioned in the last video, this does do BBs and pellets. BBs are fed through here. You can fit up a maximum of 200. After you have some BBs in there, you spin it around, so then they are loaded into this part right here. It's where the BBs are fed when you pull the bolt right here. Right now I don't have any in, I'm just going to be using pellets. Pellets are pretty much the same idea, although this time you have to single load them. They're not loaded already. And once they're in there, I don't think you can see, there we go. Once they're in there, you can pull that forward just to make sure it's locked in there. And you can pull that back to make sure that everything's fine. And right now it is in there. I've already pumped this 10 times, so that's one of the disadvantages though about this gun. And advantage. The advantage is that it doesn't use batteries or CO2 or anything, but the disadvantage is you have to pump it every single time. It's a minimum of 3 pumps or a maximum of 10. Any more than 10 you might break some internals. Any less than 3 it might get stuck in the barrel or something like that. But once you're ready, you pop that in. Make sure your safety's on though. Forgot to mention that at the beginning. And we'll take a shot at some things. Once you're ready, you line up your target with your sights. Take the safety off and take a fire. Now we have one of the bottles. Here's where the bullet entered. And where it exited was right there. As you can see, it just went right through. And there wasn't really any reaction to show that we actually hit it. But as you can see, one of the bullets went through and came out. Overall, I would have to say that I do like this gun. The fact that it also comes in a kit with some free BBs and pellets, shooting goggles, and a 4x20 scope is also very nice. And for only $120, I would probably say that's a very good deal. Right now I have 3 guns lined up. The bottom one is a low quality gun, the middle one is the Remington, and the top one is a very high quality gun. One of these guns would probably cost you around probably under $80 or around. This one is $120. Fairly good mid-range, good barrel, got metal right on this part. The low one doesn't, it's all plastic. except for the barrel, which is metal, and the high quality one, which is wood and metal only. So I would consider this gun to be mid-range, and I definitely recommend you check it out if you want to get a pretty good gun for cheap. So the only con really is the fact that you have to pump this gun up so many times, and it gets a bit hard trying to get to maximum velocity. You need two things with this gun. You need a bit of patience and a bit of strength. Other than that, this gun is very nice. It's also very accurate. From the shooting test, I didn't actually have my sights adjusted properly, so it's actually kind of amazing that I hit that one bottle. And pretty much other than that, if you want a pretty good gun, and the whole kit comes with BBs, pellets, safety goggles, and for 120 bucks, you're getting a pretty good gun and pretty good deal. So I'd recommend you check it out at least.